Hey, good evening, YouTube. Good day. Putting out an update on the situation in northern Nevada with this rancher ride. They're calling it a grass march. There's several different names for it. Here you can see this is the Western Livestock Journal. Battle at Battle Mountain. This is just one of the articles. This is from yesterday. I'm going to link them all below in the text box so you can check them out. This is just basically talking about the public lands as being an issue all over the country, in particular this situation in northern Nevada and Elko, Battle Mountain area. So there's some good information, just background about all the different situations, and they bring up the Oregon mountains in New Mexico that was just seized recently. So a good article there. The Battle Mountain Facebook page, Stand with Battle Mountain. If you haven't liked it, go check it out. At least like and support. It helps keep you updated on a lot of stuff. It gives you the whole schedule for this week. You can follow along what's going on. I imagine they'll be posting pictures each day or situation begins. In particular, there's a good story that was posted is Citizens Tour the closed grazing allotment. They did a tour on Thursday of the various places where the feed is being locked, where they're being locked out of the area. And here's a picture of some of the grasses, almost 2 feet high. And a lot of this is cheatgrass, which is a big issue. I guess that's just one picture. But also the county commissioners went on this, along with several other representatives. I believe state representatives are out there as well. There was a good letter about to the Elko Daily Free Press in here. I'll link below about the mismanagement by the BLM and how we're paying for our own demise. There's an article about the this is May 13th when this was started. The petition circulated to oust the Battle Mountain chief, BLM chief. So this has been going a couple weeks and it's been very quiet. Mainstream press hasn't picked it up. Even state press. It's not been in the Carson City paper or the Reno Gazette Journal. It's been mostly located in Elko only. So, as we know, this is just like Cliven Bundy, it didn't go out until alternative media picked it up. We need to get on this because this is a same fight. This is the same issue continuing. And it goes along with the situation in Mexico, Colorado, Texas, everywhere. And these people are standing up, they're trying to do something, and they're massing in as big a numbers as you can get. This is the county commissioner that's starting the march on Monday. Article will be below, comparing it to Gandhi's Salt March. I'm not so sure about that, but hey, just basically saying the land needs to be open to Nevada. And it gives the kind of the rundown of what's going to happen on Monday. He's going to leave Elko from the courthouse and walk to Carlin, or ride to Carlin. And Carlin, there'll be a get-together, which is about 20 miles away, and they'll have a parade and some festivities and stuff. I'm sure those are going on with Memorial Day as well. So, and there's a little bit of history at the bottom of this one too, just talking about the history of ranching in Nevada and everything. And again, this is one of the county commissioners. And here's a good article that kind of breaks it down land-wise with this graphic here on the situation. They're not only closing supposed BLM public land, but it's because of the nature of the situation, they're closing down private land as well. In this graphic, the orange land is BLM, supposed owned, and this pink color here is all private. And the purple, I don't know who it belongs to, but in particular this pink land belongs to private entities that are waiting for their permits, and they're not allowed to graze this because there's BLM land attached, adjacent or whatever. So that's a huge issue that they're able to lock out private land as well as public, because I'm sure the case is they're stating that the cattle will wander, which it's open range, they will. And this is the name of the family, the Tamara family, are the ones that's affected mostly by this. And white is also owned by other interests. What is purple? Let's see what purple is. And there's also the water that goes along with these allotments as well. another huge issue out here. So those are good articles to follow up, get you spun up on the situation. Hopefully everybody's following along. Get tweets out there, forward it to your press, call our governor. Obviously, if you have BLM in your state, call your governor and tell them they need to do the similar things here that we're doing here in Nevada, standing up to the BLM and getting situations squared away with how citizens, people are being treated with their land, and the BLM's not managing it; they're restricting it and denying it to restrict commerce and productivity when it comes down to it. There were some pictures I saw of, I couldn't find them again this time, but of when they did that tour of the grassland on Thursday. There were many the lines, and I mean a mile of vehicles that went out on that. So I expect that Monday especially will be well attended. And Elko's a town of about 45,000, 50,000, and then you got all the local adjacent communities. So it's the largest community that this will start on, and then it'll move west from there. So I'd imagine it'll be at least as big as the Bundy Ranch situation as far as support goes. I mean, it's not going to be a standoff or nothing, but this people supporting it, there'll be a large number there Monday, and it'll, as the march comes across the state, it'll taper down, or as it goes city to city. It'll be supposed to be different rallies. If you can get to Battle Mountain, if you can get to Fallon and the other places where they're potentially talking about one in Fernley, and then finally in Carson City. Anybody in northern Nevada, they can get to Carson City on Friday to put the pressure on the governor when that petition is delivered. That's where it's having the most effect. I guess the governor asked the Elko County Commissioners and the ranchers in particular what they wanted out of this, and they also opened that question up on Facebook, on their Facebook page, so you can answer that question on Facebook, in particular if you're a Nevadan. What do we want to come of all this? And I think based upon what happened to Cliven Bundy and this situation, we want the BLM out. They're incompetent, and they're basically ruling like they're the king's landlord instead of what was supposed to be a management process. They are what's the word for it? Domineering, trying to dominate people with their rulings and their supposed justifications for limiting land usage. Alright, YouTube, check it out, stay on board. We'll try to keep you updated. We'll do an update tomorrow. We're looking at punching out and heading out to Elko tomorrow afternoon, so maybe we'll give you a live update during the Green Dragon Sunday night, and we might be doing a live Green Dragon Monday morning. They're supposed to be leaving at daybreak, so that would be roughly 8:39 Eastern time, depending on what time exactly they go with daybreak. 5:30 the sun's starting to peak, but I don't know if they're going to leave at 6 or if they're having a press conference beforehand or anything. But that's the schedule kind of for Monday morning. So if we can do some live streaming, we will throughout the day, and try to do updates just like we did at Bundy Ranch. Alright, YouTube, live free.